So welcome to this morning after review of England's defeat 27-22 in the first round of the Six Nations. As an England fan, I like to do this about my team, have a think about where they went wrong, where they could improve, and also take in all your fantastic comments over the Saturday about what I've been saying, the ratings. I always disagree with my own ratings the day after anyway, and just the general feeling about the team. And this is also kind of inspired by the article I read in The Guardian saying that beaten Steve Borthwick cites lack of experience for England's Dublin defeat. So this video once again supported by Sports News Blitz, and check out all their great articles on this sort of thing. But I think that's not really the case here. If England just come back with another 6 months, a year experience under their belt, are they really good enough to win these sorts of games? Because they've been getting close for a long time now, the nearly men, and is the reason just a bit more simple that A, the coach is a bit uninspiring, his game plan is a bit one-dimensional and not really imaginative enough to beat a side like Ireland, and are the players good but largely not quite top-level players, and is that really the reason why we're getting close but not getting over the line? I imagine it's something, a bit of a mix of those, but I don't think it is just the fact that the players are less experienced. No, they've been together for a while now, and I don't think just coming back again and again with the same idea, the same game plan, is really going to work. Maybe occasionally, but not in the long term. Now, I think a valid question is, was England's game plan just fairly negative to start with? They were there to tackle and jackal and kick. And they certainly tackled and jackled very well, the forwards did especially, but that tackling was let down by the halfbacks, who are fairly weak tacklers. And I mean, they're good players, but that tackling from Mitchell, from Marcus Smith, is a bit of a problem. It's an issue that can be targeted, and teams, they get joy out of it, they get tries out of it. So as good as I think those guys are, they've got lots of talent. We could see Marcus Smith's running game, Mitchell's kicking game, but really all round, there's just a little bit of a weakness there. The question of can Marcus Smith get the backline firing is a valid one, but again, when the team aren't giving you lots of go-forward ball, it's still hard to tell. So just swapping out Smith for Finn Smith, is that really going to solve anything? I'm not sure. I'm not saying it's not worth giving it a go with Finn Smith at 10, but again, I don't think that's solving the main issue. There were lots of decent performances in this team, people trying their hearts out. I mean, the back row guys of Tom Curry, Ben Earl, all had good games. Tom Curry, probably especially the best after having reviewed it, read all the comments, etc. I mean, Ben Curry, if he'd stayed on, I think could have been up there as well. But it's a samey back row, isn't it? It's a small back row. Where are those big dominant ball carriers? We didn't really see it from Martin. He tried a bit. Chandler Cunningham-South did a couple when he came on, but not too much. So we weren't ever getting over the gain line, getting in behind Ireland consistently. And we were just kind of tackling and holding on and defying Ireland's attack, which we did fairly well. But when you defend all the time, then there's a higher chance you're going to give away penalties. And they did, and they gave away too many, of course, but still, if you're defending all the time, it's not really a long-term recipe for success unless you've got some amazing part of your game, like a super dominant scrum, which we don't have. The scrum was okay. A super dominant maul, which we don't have. An imperious kicking game, which we don't really have. I mean, Stewart did pretty well getting some kicks, Freeman as well, but then you're sacrificing pace because we know that in the back line, we are slow. That's just how it is. Slade does good stuff. He organises the defence. I get that. Plenty of people say that I should rate him higher, but you're just sacrificing any size, any power and any speed. And you look at all the other sides in the world, the top sides, and that's what they have in their centres. There were some standout performances. I thought Ollie Lawrence was fantastic, maybe his best game for England. He looked really confident. He absolutely hammered in defence and hammered in attack, but he wasn't getting a lot of ball to really dominate. So that's a positive. Murley was quick, but then he faffed around at the back. I mean, yes, maybe he did touch it. That's why he had to pick it up at the end, but he got himself in a pickle twice. Chase hard, but no, are you getting anything special out of him? Maybe we should give him another go. I don't know, but he didn't really work that well. Mitchell didn't go that well. Stewart struggles with his pace. Freeman just can't quite impose himself fully. He's just lacking that killer pace. Should we use him differently? That is the question. You go through the forwards. Cowan-Dickie was solid. Stewart, Genge solid. Toje solid. Martin solid. But we need a bit more, don't we, to beat those top sides? So is it just the fact we just don't have the players? It doesn't matter who we try. We're going to be a little bit ordinary compared to the best. It's possible. I still think we should keep on trying for something a bit better. Game plan wise, I think we can be a bit more ambitious. We can try and keep ball in hand a bit more. That doesn't mean we don't kick, but it's not the go-to activity. Can we play maybe a more balanced back row? Do we get Ted Hill in there? Do we give Tom Willis a go from the start? Many of you said he didn't do a lot when he came on. He did one big intervention with a turnover, making a try, but maybe. Randall, the first thing he did with his kick is kick it backwards. It's a big problem. So are we struggling for talent? Yeah, I think we probably are at the top level. Does that mean we don't keep trying and searching? I don't think so. I think we keep on going. And if that means changing the team, that's what it means. But I've just got the feeling that Steve Borthwick's going to stick with this team and just think that if we get a couple more games in them, it's going to click. They may win some games, I'm sure, but are they ever going to be a great team? Is this team going to dominate? Is it going to win Six Nations, Grand Slams, World Cups? Still not sure. There's work to do, and I don't think just staying still and building experience is going to quite do it. There were positive signs, there were big performances, but I don't see that great team emerging yet. That's my feeling after the game. Let me know if I'm too positive, too negative, all your takes on it. I love to read all your comments. Like I said at the beginning, don't worry if you disagree with what I say, because I just want to hear your opinions and we all kind of learn and enjoy that discussion together. So do subscribe if you want to follow me for the journey in the Six Nations. Pop all those comments below and I'll catch you next time.